Our guest is Dr. Joshua Oyeniyi. Dr. Joshua Oyeniyi, he is CEO of Amborian Consulting. He's also GSEA Global Awardee. That was in the U.S. GSEA, by the way, is
Global Student Entrepreneur Awards.
Global Student Entrepreneur Awards. And then, as if all of that wasn't enough, you're also the convener of the Ambassador
Summit.
The Ambassador Summit.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Dr. Oyeniyi.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure to have you. Well, thank God for you and the teeming youths, because as we are made to understand, that is the future of tomorrow, really. And maybe give me an assessment and how you came into this. An assessment of what you think where you think we are now, and what really brought you into it. Because I see doctor here. Is that a medical?
No, it's academic.
It's academic.
Yes.
So that's the your specialization?
Yes, public administration.
There you go.
Thank you.
So tell me about your journey in youth development issues.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you
Yori.
very much.
I watch the program from time to time. Amazing work you're doing. I'm grateful for having me.
Thank you.
It goes without saying that what Honorable Tajuddin Abbas put out, this week. Yesterday happened to be the International Youth Day, the international celebration of young people globally. There is a whole lot of conversation around why the young person should be prioritized in the preparation of nations for bigger, prospects or bigger things or bigger accomplishments. My journey, I would call it, that of the regular young person on the streets who is aspirational, who has high hopes, who is looking forward to doing well for themselves. My story is simple. My father was a taxi driver in Lagos. My mother was a petty trader. I was born in Nigerian. And the least I probably, was looking forward to was maybe, the most rather, was maybe becoming maybe a trader or becoming as a matter of fact, Mr. Yori, when I had some challenges earlier on in my early life, somebody told me that I would like that you come, let me get you a bike, and then you can begin to do Okada work in Lagos.
So that was how many years ago?
This was about some 16 years ago, 16 or more. You begin to do Okada work in Agbado area of Lagos. And then I reached out to a friend of mine and said, this is what this investor says they want to do for me. Investment now. For that person, that's investment, right? So I'm saying this to say that when we talk about investment in young people, we should be very clear as to what investment means. For some persons, they feel maybe investment is, let's get some wheelbarrows for young people in certain parts of the country. Let them push the carts, in the local market. That's investment. For some persons, it's let's give them 20,000. Let them go buy some wares and and do business. But for me, and I want to believe that Honorable Abbas meant greater good when he used the word investment. Investment would be putting in tangible resources into the development of the mind for the young person. For me, the story is that I had a group of people who came to Nigeria. They were not Nigerians. They came to Nigeria 2015 and felt, can we give young people a chance to display what they are good at? I just started a business at the time, Amborian Media. And then these Americans came, and then they had a competition for us. I was at the University of Lagos. I competed, did my best, and they adjudged me the best. That was what took me to the US, and then I represented Nigeria, represented ECOWAS at the global finals in the United States. We have 40 finalists from around the world. I was also privileged to be the only finalist that appeared on the Voice of America TV to talk about what I was doing for my country. Yes, and it was an amazing opportunity to talk about Nigeria and the great things that this country, I believe greatly in Nigeria. I've been privileged to live in the US, but I tell you, there is no nation like this country. And so
that you'd rather be in.
Yes, I would rather be here and do great things than do it in a foreign land.
Wow, that's something of a story, and a very inspiring one. Now, what do you see the youth as their stance vis-a-vis what you have just told us? and I know that there will be quite a number of people that are on your wavelength, and so that makes the job, you don't have to start from ground zero. But do you have enough, in your opinion, youths who are thinking like this? Of course, at the end of the day, money is very, very important. But it does seem, it is thought, that too many youths are really concerned just about the money, but not about contributing to the whole mix. Money is one thing, but how do you get the money? Is it you're going to be begging for it? Is it going to be grand? Or are you looking for a way to be able to create wealth, create employment, and thereby, satisfy yourself as well? It is thought that our youths in these times are not of that nature anymore. But do you agree?
I would say that, I'll partially agree. And why is that? A lot revolves around, we already have a vibrant population of young people, over 120 million, in that demography, who are already geniuses at whether entrepreneurship, whether the creative art, whether in academics. We have guys who are blasting 5.0 CGPA after 4 or 5 years of coursework in university. We have amazing guys who are entrepreneurial. Look at the big startups we have today. Look at the, the unicorn companies that are coming up here and there. These are fronts that are led by young people. So we have young people who have the talent already, they have the abilities already, they have the capacity already, but just some form of empowerment here and there. Not necessarily throwing money at them, but creating a system that enables them to be able to get things done. Like, for example, I would say, the average young person doesn't necessarily need a lot of money thrown at him. Just make the enabling environment. Let him have constant power supply, for example. Let him have access to facility at, very competitive, very friendly rates. Let him have access to resources, raw materials, without having to circumvent corners or having to know somebody, on the higher powers. Those are the things that a young person is looking for. The average Nigerian youth doesn't need bread thrown at him. He just wants you to be able to believe in him enough to get something that he needs on merit. And if he gets that, there is so much he can do. We have guys on the streets, in Aba, been to various parts of this country, who are creative, who are coming up with inventions, but they're not getting the kind of support they need from the system.